Hello everyone. Today I am opening something that most people should ignore. This is my 65 watt 30,000 mAh Joyroom power bank. Unfortunately, the battery inside has swollen. Once a lithium ion battery starts soiling, it's no longer something you should continue using. Since this unit is already going for recycling, I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show what's actually inside a modern high capacity PD fast charging power bank. I will take it apart completely, examine the battery pack, look at the charging circuitry, try to identify the major components and see how everything is built. If you enjoy seeing real electronics from the inside, make sure to subscribe to my channel Galaxy Station because I do plenty of teardowns and engineering videos here. Let's begin. But before we start, please don't open a power bank just for fun. Lithium ion and lithium polymer batteries store a huge amount of energy. A swollen battery can catch fire, release toxic smoke, and even explode if it's punctured or short circuited. I am only opening this because it has already reached the end of its life and is going to an electronics recycling. Please don't try this yourself unless you have proper knowledge and safety precaution. Let's see how difficult it is to get inside. The outer shell is pretty solid. There is no visible screws from the outside, so it's likely held together with internal adhesive and clips. I will try carefully work around the edges without applying pressure to the swollen battery because the last thing I want is to damage the already damaged cell. Here are some opening due to the swollen battery, so I will try to start from here. Here I go. You need to be very patient. I can feel the adhesives. Yes, there are lots of adhesives and internal clipping. Don't rush the process, be patient. You can fast forward the video if you don't want to watch my struggle with the adhesives. I need to be very careful because I don't want to puncture or short circuit anything. Yes, I can see some clipping here. No, it is still pretty tight. Okay, I am just pausing the video because I don't want to stretch my video to 20 or 25 minutes. I want to wrap it up within 10 or 12, 15. The display panel comes loose. Yes, I am struggling massively because it's been held by massive amount of adhesive, which is still very powerful, and obviously some clipping. Okay, let's pause the video again. This is condition right now. Yes, there are some advancements. I can see the battery cells. Okay, still lots of pressure is needed. Okay, let's pause the video again. There we go. The top part and the powerful adhesive are now separated. Okay, you can see that it's highly packed. This is the screen. This is the circuitry. Yes, there are some screws. Okay, so if I need to remove the battery, oh my god. Okay, this is it. Okay, so this part of the lithium ion battery I can see is healthy and perfect, but the bottom side is bulgy. So when it starts puffing up like this, gases have formed inside the cell due to chemical breakdown. This usually happens because of aging, excessive heat, repeated charge cycles, manufacturing defects, or internal damage. I don't know what's the cases here because I have only used this power bank for 3 years, but the thing is I have used it very few times, because I have only used this power bank when I am traveling for a long time. So but the thing is, a swollen battery pack should never be ignored. Okay, many people keep using the power bank even after noticing the case become thicker. That's a very bad idea. If your power bank suddenly becomes unusually thick, difficult to close, unusually hot, or start separating at the seams, stop using it immediately. Do not keep charging it. Do not store it inside your backpack, and definitely don't throw it with your normal household trash. Instead, recycle it through an authorized e-waste collection center. Now there is no way to manually disconnect the power bank from the circuit as it's soldered. Always remember, even if power bank doesn't turn on anymore, the battery cell may still contain a lot of stored energy. That means accidental short circuits are still dangerous. I am being very careful not to touch the both terminals with any metal tools. It's surprisingly heavy, and this is the main PCB board. It looks quite well. Everything from the voltage regulation to battery protection is handled here. You can immediately notice several large components. This includes the power inductors, MOSFETs, charging controllers, USB Type-C delivery circuitry, and various protection ICs. The board seems also contains temperature monitoring and battery management circuits. This constantly monitor voltage, current, temperature to keep charging as safe as possible. Okay, when I connect a compatible phone, tablet, laptop, the controller communicates with the device and determines the correct voltage and current for a PD device. That's how this power bank can safely deliver multiple charging profiles instead of always outputting 5 volts. Pretty impressive considering how much functionality fits inside such an compact board. Overall, even the power bank is defective, I can say that internal construction looks very solid. The solder joints appear consistent, PCB layout is very organized. The manufacturers also included insulation materials to prevent accidental shorts. Considering the size and power output, there's a lot of engineering packed into this little device. Okay. So this teardown reminds us batteries don't last forever. Every lithium battery has a lifespan. If your power bank starts swelling, overheating and charging unusually slowly or behaving unpredictably, don't ignore these warning signs. Replacing the device is much cheaper than dealing with a battery fire. So that's the look. Okay, that's the complete look inside a swollen 65 watt 30,000 mAh power bank. I can see there are two layered batteries, so only one is swollen. Okay, sorry, I am already making damages. No. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing how these modern fast charging power banks are built, and hopefully this also serves as a reminder to take swollen batteries seriously. If you found this teardown interesting, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Galaxy Station for more electronics teardown, engineering breakdowns, smartphone technology and repair related content. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.